Welcome back to Film Study and All American podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Here are our predictions for episode 410, 6 in the morning. Hope you enjoy it. So it's called 6 in the morning, and it starts with the tagline that not everything is easy. So with summer ending and their college football careers beginning, Spencer tries to adjust to more than his brutal workout schedule. Olivia is excited for her new job, but it isn't what she anticipated. Patience asks Layla for help with Coop in getting her motivated, but their plan doesn't go as expected. Asher runs into someone from his past and learns what has really been going on. Meanwhile, Grace joins the search committee for a new principal and has someone in mind for the job. And then shout out to Christine Swanson. I think these are going to be two great episodes with back-to-back Black women directors. So shout out her and John A. Norris, who's also an excellent writer. So that's the thing. So predictions for this episode. You want to start us off?
Okay. So who do we start? Can we start with Asha? And this comes from a place of I really want Asha to hit like rock bottom and like to have no one there to pick him up. So I really want like Asha to. I think this whole winning money from Nathan Scott is going to lead to him like kind of gambling and but not yeah I think gambling, and I think it's going to lead to maybe like he's going to get too cocky, going to make like one big thing, going to lose it, going to have no money, and people going to be leaving there. But I'll also be interested to see if they could tie this whole like sports betting thing that he's going to obviously start to him coaching. I don't know. I'll be
That's
interested to see
already
if they,
started. Yeah.
yeah, and they can like if that maybe his coaching journey. If I don't know, yeah, I'll be excited to see. Anything that results in Asher losing makes me happy.
Yeah, no, I 1000% agree with you. I think that, it's going to be this thing about him betting on games and everything, and I think he's going to get addicted to it for a while or close to addiction.
Mm.
Um, and no, but I do like what you said about like tying it back to what he's done before, because he had the thing about the poker game, so maybe that's going to be someone from his past, like someone who used to go to his parties, and I think that would be a really cool way to tie it back to season one, and
Yeah,
again sort of in the greater scheme of connecting it to sports betting and what Asher's future is. So yeah, I'm with you
yeah,
on
yeah. But I think we'll have to do Jamie, but like the person from the past is going to be about Jamie.
that. That you could be and probably are very correct, but the person from the past is just so funny because she's been here for 2 episodes.
But you know how they do in this synopsis. Like they're not
I
really.
know,
You know
but
how they
that's what
do
I'm
it.
saying. That's so funny. Is that's the person from the past. But yeah, touching
And
on, I just wanted to remember to say this because I did say it. I do think that GW is going to be gone for good for the moment. I don't think we're going to see him for a while. Unless something happens with Jordan specifically or Billy. Uh, but yeah, so I do think that Billy and Laura are living in Crenshaw, and I think
yeah.
that obviously with Grace, I think that Billy's going to be the person that she has in mind for the new principal. Which okay,
Yeah, yeah, obviously, yeah, Billy's gonna be principal. Everyone knows that. But then I'm really hoping, like Laura being in Crenshaw helps her with her career, like that she wants to start up. Because I want to see Mama Laura be like a kick-ass attorney once in a while, you know?
yeah. Wouldn't it be so fun if Laura ended up being the principal in a crazy plot twist? It's not going to happen, but that would be just a fun plot twist.
Yeah, it would be funny because like, well, I don't think Laura would enjoy that. She has enough, like, with Billy,
I feel
Jordan,
like
and
she
them.
would because she's a very caring person. Obviously, cares about kids and their futures, and you know this is her making an impact in a different way. And she has an advanced degree. We know that. Does Billy have an advanced degree? I don't think so.
He probably does. I don't know. Who knows?
No, but that is yeah, that's that one. And we'll see Grace again. I want to see Grace do something because we haven't seen her for a while there.
Maybe she'll actually, maybe her and her blue thing will go into politics
Yeah, yeah. Is that your
together.
hope? That to that point, I don't know if Carter is coming back either.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't know if he's coming back. I don't really like Grace and Carter together, but it'll be cool to see them for a while going to politics.
Yeah, no, I agree. If they found a way to bring him back, which I would love because I do love Grace and Carter, it would be cool again, like you said, to see them go into politics and do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your girl Coop. What do you think's going on with that?
I think Coop is finally gonna get an apology from Layla. That's my number one prediction about Coop. And then
Wait, Coop's gonna what?
get an apology from Layla. I don't know why you're laughing though.
Laughable that you think Layla owes her an apology.
We've agreed to
What you agree
disagree
with
on that.
that? Okay, you know what? Let me retract that. I too would love to see Layla apologize to Coop right after Coop gives Layla her money back for all of the
Okay,
time
okay, okay,
that
okay.
she
We're not getting into
wasted
this.
and studio time that she wasted.
This is not the time. This is not the time. Okay, this is not the time. This is
I'm just let's keep it a
not.
buck. Yeah, they both did wrong things. They both should apologize and own up to their mistakes. I'm with you
But
on
like,
that 1,000%. Layla should not have talked to Coop that way, and Coop should not have led Layla on and caused her to waste her money. So, can we agree to that? That we would like to see them both.
no,
Uh,
no,
you can't
no.
agree to that.
And I can agree that Layla owes Coop an apology, but Coop owing Layla an
Wow.
apology for what? Like she got shot. Okay, she was processing things. Like there's
So that is that's an excuse.
okay.
Okay.
We're gonna move on.
We'll
We're
leave
gonna
it
move
at
on.
that. But I just want the audience to let that sit. I said they should both apologize. I said that they should dead this whole thing, which I think they've already deaded it. But yeah, but to your in your point of view, no, Coop did nothing wrong. But
No,
that's
she could do no wrong.
as is often the case with somebody on the other side of a disagreement with Layla. They
Oh,
thought they'd done absolutely nothing wrong.
no, no, let's just for Coop because Coop has a heart.
Okay. Um, so that's that. But do you have any insight into? Do you just think Leela's gonna apologize? That's your prediction, or that's your hope?
No, I think I hope that she apologizes. And then I think we're gonna see the start of like, cause I think it's something about patients wanting to help Coop cheer up or something like that. That's gonna happen. But then I think it's gonna be the start of like Coop's inspiration to start her comeback. So I think by the end of like the next episode, like we're gonna see the start of Coop's comeback.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And I think, to be honest, I think it's already started because if we looked at the studio, Coop's posters are still up. So I think
Yeah,
again, we're talking about them deading this issue, and I think it's already deaded. And I think that Coop just has to make the motivation to make new music. I think, even though we
yeah.
haven't seen it on the screen, that it might have been just something,
No,
just
I
that we're just waiting for Coop to be ready for sure.
I need to see everything about Coop's comeback on screen. Nothing off screen. We don't like that.
Well, I'm not gonna say all that. I don't know about all that. But I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see the storyline. I'm excited to see more patience, and we got like a patience storyline. It was with Coop, but like we got her looking for an apartment, even though it didn't go well. So yeah, that was exciting. And so it's just to see more patience. I'm excited for. I think. Um, this is kind of what I was alluding to at the beginning. I think that Yeah, I don't think Layla's really trusting of anyone right now.
Yeah,
And I think I
except
said
Jordan.
this really, yeah, except Jordan. And I think I said this super early on. So she's having these conversations with people, but I don't know if this is going to come up in this episode necessarily, but it's for sure in the next few. I don't think that the what we got is the cabin, right? Jordan saying like you
Mm.
hang out with us, but you keep us at a distance. I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon. Um,
Yeah, no,
so
I agree.
we'll see what happens with that. She's definitely going to try to help Coop, but yeah, being as dedicated and as like present, as mentally present, I don't know if she will be. So yeah, I think she's going to be there physically, but I don't know if she's going to be there fully mentally, even though she will try to help.
Yeah, but I'd like Coop to be like out on your own. I don't want to with Layla anymore. Like I want to out like doing your own thing. That'd be cool. But anyways, we'll move on from Coop.
Hey, I too would like Coop to venture out on her own. I think we're in agreement with that. I'm in total agreement with that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
funny.
and I want to see to that point. I want to see Patience. To Layla focus more on Patience. I want to see Patience making more music. That I need that la 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 la. I need that back. Like I need more Patience in the studio. Patience has some bops. So yeah, maybe this is Coop starting her own thing. And good for her. Would root for her with that.
Like I also like I kind of want to see like what's this? I kind of want Patience and Coop to break up now, just because it would lead to nice.
Shocker.
Yeah, what I want for Coop ultimately. I've said it on Zoom. I can't say it now because people were like, but you know what I want for Coop.
Sure. Yeah. I'm gonna nod my head. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it, but
You want good things for Coop. You want good things for Coop. Yeah, I think with to round this out, I think for Olivia, the stuff is going to be sort of more of what we saw with her writing assignment, and with
mm,
her and with Amara, right? It was all of these like, oh, testing her type things. But I actually think it might not be a test this time.
mm,
I think she's actually, going to be expecting to like be able to get started on work right away, and it might
yeah,
be more like menial tasks, more sort
yeah,
of secretarial tasks that interns do and things like that. So I think that's what how her job is going to surprise her. But again, we've seen it be a test a couple of times, but I don't think it's
yeah.
going to be a test this time.
And I agree. I agree, and I think we'll also see like a more like irritable Liv. I think, yeah, I just think she'll be quite irritable, like, and people around her might feel that a bit for the next episode. But yeah,
Mm, yeah, that would be interesting. I would love to see that. Um, and love to see that to see how she navigates that.
yeah,
And to your point, to bring up Spencer, I think this is the first time we're gonna get. I don't think they're gonna disagree necessarily. Or it's gonna be a small disagreement. I don't think it's gonna be a big disagreement for
yeah,
sure. But I think we're gonna see the first small bit of tension, with however much tension, in a negative way there can be between Spencer and Olivia. But I think we're gonna get a small bit of tension between them because again, Spencer is, and I think this was a prediction of mine a while ago, and it's still the same prediction: is that Spencer college is going to be a new ball game for Spencer. And
yeah,
I think I specifically mentioned like football. I think I said don't think things are going to come as easily for him, and so I
yeah.
think we're going to still see that. So I'm excited to see that being explored for sure.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree, and I think what's going to add to that, I think, is because maybe Jordan might have an easier time because he's not really like number one. He's like riding the bench, so there's like less expectations from Jordan. So I don't think the coaches will be as hard on him as they will be on Spencer. So I think that might add on to Spencer's like frustrations. But for next episode, I think we might see he might be tired and everything. But I don't think we necessarily see him frustrated until maybe the next episode.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I do think we're going to see Spencer frustrated this episode, but I like this. I like
Yeah.
pressure. I do think Jordan's going to be a little bit more free because he doesn't have as much pressure. But yeah, those are our predictions. I feel like I got to come back at you with another question because you asked me those questions. So, uh, talking about earlier, number one, do you think we're gonna get a nice little Bolivia moment? Do you think we're gonna get whether it's like a massage again or like a kiss or whatever? Do you think that we're gonna continue sort of getting at least a moment between them? We didn't get it in the graduation episode, but do you think we're gonna get a moment between them? And then which guy out of the choices do you think Layla's gonna have a moment with next episode, if any?
Okay. I think next episode. I think we're getting some tension between Spence and Livia. So I don't think. I think we might get an apology near the end, just like a sweet old apology. But definitely for like the bulk of the episode, they're gonna be like there's gonna be some tension. And then Layla, I would like to see Clay. Like I'm all on that ship right now. I'm sailing along that ship at the moment. But since NK released what that article that got released that NK was interviewed on, I would like to see where they're heading with Layla and Jordan. I'm interested to see that as well and how they approach it because it has the potential to be very, very interesting if they don't mess it up. So I'm gonna say Clay or Jordan.
Mm, got it. Yeah, I think. Yeah, and I forgot to say this. I actually think we might get a cool girls moment, which we haven't gotten much of. I think so because Coop and Patience and Liv and Layla are all living together at the Baker house. I think we'll get a moment there.
Yeah.
Too. But yeah, these have been fun predictions. Those are our predictions, and we'll see what happens. And thanks for coming on, Jen. And that's our episode. Thanks for listening to Film Study and All American Podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode.